Pete brought it.
And I need a pen. Clint, where are the pens? The pens.
Pens I brought were on the table.
No, the easel pen, the marker. You had a bag with clipboards.
Yeah, it's on the table.
Go give me a pen. I need a magic marker.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the man of the hour. Real estate investor, entrepreneur, RENATUS student, and independent marketing affiliate, Sid Hameed. In 1991, Sid Hameed co-founded Computer World Service Corporation and grew it from a $500,000 a year business to a $32 million global impact. In 2004, Sid decided to follow his passion in real estate and became a general contractor. He started doing real estate investing part-time, and after much success, he founded the Brickfront Properties, Construction, Expert Real Estate Advisors Group, and Real Estate Investment Solutions Group. All these companies belong to Sid. 24 years of business and real estate experience. Sid has developed an impressive portfolio of projects. Sid can share with you his proven and time-tested formulas for success that will transform what you learn into significant, tangible income. Say it for Sid Hameed.
Hello, test 1, 2, 3. Hey, how you guys doing? Thank you for coming out. Appreciate it. Okay, so today we're going to basically go over the different businesses that I have, but also we're going to talk about the importance of education. And we're going to talk about how the education system in this country is broken. Okay, so if you look at how the education system, when the education system was created, and what was the last time it was reformed. So in 1940, 1950 is how they created how we can go to kindergarten, high school, and go to college. That don't work anymore. Right? So if you're 60, 70 years old, and the way you learn, and if you're 22 today, and the way you learn, it's two different things. Kids today, they all got iPads, smartphones. They're learning 20, 30, 40 times faster today. If you take a kid that's 25 years old today, you take a kid that was 25 years old in 1950, and you look at how they use their brain and their time, and how they're efficient and effective. The kids today are learning at their own pace. They're learning online. They're learning through social media. They're learning through the internet. So also, that makes it cheaper. So when you went to college, you had an in-state cost, then you have out-of-state cost, right? And then you have brick buildings and all the advertising and all that stuff. So your average college cost is like $30,000, $40,000 if you go to a good school, like Georgetown or Marriott University or something like that. But if you could take online education at your own pace and do it from your own house, you don't have to worry about in-state and out-state costs. So if you look at Yale, Princeton, Harvard, MIT, all of these universities, they spend millions and millions of dollars to create a brand new infrastructure to teach kids on how to learn online. So that's what RENATUS does, and that's why I joined it. It's a new way of learning. And it's all about real estate. So all you guys are here because you want to learn about real estate. Some people are advanced, I talked to some folks in the room. Some people are brand new. Some people have done 5 or 6 flips already, right? So think about that. I like RENATUS because they have different segments, different packages. So it's based on the course curriculum. Just like colleges, you take module 101, you take a test. You don't pass the test, you can't go to the next module. So it's a very structured, organized curriculum that they have. And it's very inexpensive. So we're going to talk about how you have to have education before you do anything. You can't get into real estate just buying and flipping houses without knowing what you're doing. You got to know how to hire contractors. You got to know how to find properties. You got to know how to work with real estate agents. You got to know how to work with title companies. All these are resources in the real estate business. Right? So if you get a property under contract and you want to wholesale it, what's the first thing you do? Okay. What about you? Okay. Anybody here? If you got a property under contract today, what's the first thing you're going to do?
Call your buyer's list.
Call your buyer's list. How do you get your buyer's list?
All different kind of ways you can get this from. We buy houses, signs, going to places like this.
Right.
Several different ways. Those looking for people that buy money, buy property all cash.
Right.
That way you can do, people that do marketing, looking for people that just buy properties all cash.
Right. So the main thing is, once you get that contract, once you get that property, you gotta get it to somebody's hands that either wants and got the money, right? So you get a property under contract, you have a guy back here that's got the money, and he wants to buy it. But you gotta make sure your cash buyers are vetted, they're qualified. There's a lot of joker brokers out here. They got no money, and all they want to do is daisy chain your deal. You got guys know what daisy chain is? You know what it is? What's daisy chain?
One wholesale, sell to another wholesaler, try to sell to another wholesaler, try to sell to
Then what happens with that process? The price keeps going up. And then eventually people just like forget about it. Can't do it. Right? So the key, number one, it's not a secret, it's basic. And like he said, you gotta have promises, cash buyers that are ready to execute. Right? So if you got in your phone 3 or 4 names, people that got cash, and the deal makes sense, people buy it. It's not money. That's on the car in the hallway. Okay? You go to him and say, look, I got a property in Temple Hills. If it makes sense, you'll buy it. So the thing about this room is you have beginners, you have advanced people, and you have people with money here. He's got money. They got money back there. There's money here. You got to get to know the people in this room. Work the resources. All right? So that's basically wholesaling. It's really that simple. But the thing is, how do you get the property? How do you find that motivated seller? How do you find the motivated sellers? How do you find the property?
Some people bring them to me, real estate agents. I have a couple of buying holes. People send me stuff, ask me, do I want to sell my property? You know, so I collect all those. That's where a lot of my buyer list comes from.
Now, why do they call you?
They don't say if I want to sell,
Right.
but a lot of them they're not really buyers. They're really wholesalers, you know. And they teach them early on to send out letters to people that might want to sell their home, and they present themselves as a buyer, but they're really not. So once I talk to them, as you say, better. Once I talk to them and find out, then they end up calling me and bringing me deals. So you know, after you do it for a while, you just create change. So there's certain ways to find the problem. You know, one of the biggest ways is really the MLS. A lot of people I've heard say not to use the MLS, but there's a lot of money in the MLS and there's a lot of work.
So he said a couple of things. Okay? You want to ask something? Before they go to sale. Before they hit the MLS. Before everybody in this room finds out about it. Right? So, that's where recently my company here, REISG Solutions, I buy assets from banks. I buy assets from hedge funds. We'll buy a tape of $10 million. It's got non-performing assets on there. And then we get that first bid on it. So I can choose to do what I want to do with the assets, because I've got assets nobody in here got. Right? I'll give you an idea. I've got an asset right now in Fort Washington. It's worth $470,000, but I'm picking up from the bank for $130,000. It's over there to tell me. You know the Tampa area? Those are big homes down there. $470,000 all day long. But how do you do that? You got to build a track record. You got to build a track record. Right? Nobody's just going to call you and give you a deal. Just because you get a deal, you're not going to go to somebody and say, give me cash. They don't know you. You got to build a track record. You got to have systems. You got to process it. You got to be real. And you got to be serious about this business. You know, I've seen a lot of people here in other conversations that I have, and speakings that I've done, they take notes. And they listen, and they go to 10, 20, 30 of these things a year. But how many times do they actually pull the trigger and actually implement what they're learning? The key to school, the key to learning, is you got to do it. You can't just come in here, listen, and take a bunch of notes. You got to do it. That's the only way you're going to get it going. So he's been doing it for a while. He said it takes time. You know, I'm dealing with hedge funds, $30, $40 million assets. They're not going to just give me a deal unless I prove it myself. Right? You got to actually show them that you have the buying capacity and you have relationships. So you don't have to have the money. You just got to have the right relationships. The people with the money. But the people with the money, they're lazy. They're very lazy. Because all they want to do is make their money work. They want to put up 100,000, get a 20% yield. They're good with that. But the people down here that are hungry, that are on the street, that are grinding, that are beating the bushes, is looking for that deal. You get a deal, because they said, I'm going to buy it from you. So you should get paid for that. Right? Because you put in the time and effort. Right? But you got to know me to say I got this deal. You got to know people in here that got money. So money and deals go together. How does this thing work? I don't follow PowerPoints, I just talk. So I'm not a big PowerPoint guy. So this is the deal that we did. So, like Denise said, I came to this country years ago, 1978, from Pakistan. And I started construction when I was 15, because I didn't have a green card. I was an immigrant. So I started liking construction, I was getting paid cash. I was like, oh, this is cool. You know? But I got the understanding of real estate because I met a guy in Arlington, Virginia, back in 1983. He was a multi-millionaire. And all he did was stay home all day. And we were doing a driveway for him. And doing a brick, like a fireplace and a grill. So I was talking to him because we were there for like 2 months. I was like, what do you do? He said, I'm in real estate. I said, well, what does that mean? He's like, well, I buy houses, this. And he gave me a book that he written. So over the 2 months of working at that job, after I had my lunch break, I talked with him. I said, how does this real estate work? I was picking his brain. I was trying to understand it. Because I never met somebody like him. They just sitting at the house, 10, 11 o'clock, every day just chilling. How do you make this money? Everybody go to work, everybody got a job. How do you make his money? So I was like, so, and he talked about the land that he had. He was looking to build 20 houses on. So the guy that I was working for, he took us out to look at this land. We wanted to build cabins. It was Lake Canada. You guys know Lake Canada? So it was in the Lake Canada area. So we went up to this land, we looked at it, and he wanted to build 32 log cabins on it. Well, again, I was a young kid. I didn't know what a log cabin was. I'm from Pakistan. Okay? I grew up in the mountains of Afghanistan where the mountains are in caves and stuff. So, as I got to talking to him, and we didn't have any of that back then. There was no Google around. All you guys, you had Google. Use it. Google everything. You got to use the resources that are available. If you can think it, put it in Google. If you can think it, put it in there. Whatever your question is, believe me, they have an answer. It might be wrong, but there's an answer. You can't believe everything on there. Right? So anyway, I started reading more about it. Back in the 80s, there was a Chinese man, a commercial used to come on, like about 11, 12 o'clock. He used to go on the boat, 2 blondes, they're selling real estate, commercial stuff, carton sheets. Remember those guys? Oh, okay. So I started buying these things and listening to it, but I didn't have no money. I had no experience. I had no track record. Who's going to mess with me? I'm only 18, 19 years old. All right? But the thing is, you got to get started. The whole emphasis of this thing is got to get started. You're never too old. You're never too young. You know, I believe in Judgment Day. I live for Judgment Day. Because this is all temporary. I'm going to leave all this up here. All you guys are. But if you believe in Judgment Day, every day is a blessing. As long as God wakes you up, you have another chance. You got another possibility, but you got to do it. A lot of us waste time. And time is money. Time is money. We all got 24 hours in a day. All of us got 24 hours. It's what you do with your time today that's going to have an impact on your result tomorrow. It's how you invest your time and how you nurture your time and be around the right people. Let these jokers go that are wasting your time. They got nothing going on. They're unemployed. They call you up, hey, what's up, bro? What you doing? Do some work. Get a job. Okay? You gotta get people that are positive. People that are doing things. Success creates success. Right people. Be around the right mindset. Les Brown, you guys know Les Brown? I've been with Les Brown for 20 years. So that's my mentor. I met him 20 years ago because I knew that I needed somebody that was 20, 40 times smarter than me, that could help me see the things I was seeing. Because with the education system that we have in this country, they only want you to see what they want to teach you. They're only going to give you the bare minimum so you can get through high school. Well, now what? They don't teach you anything about entrepreneurship. They don't teach you about how to flip paper, how to be the bank, because they don't want you to know. Right? The government, like we said earlier, will teach you enough so you can just get by. But it's up to you guys in terms of what you do with your time and how you invest your time to get to the next level. Right? So I work my ass off. I was in New Jersey last night. I got in 2 o'clock this morning. Why was I in New Jersey? I'm part of a hedge fund. I have my own fund. And I deal with about 20 different hedge funds and banks. So they were at an event called Noteworthy. He's familiar about it. Okay? But you have to travel and you have to be where they are. Because that's how you create relationships. That's how they get to know you. So I got in 2 o'clock this morning, but I met 3 people down there yesterday from San Diego that are willing to put up $3 million. But the thing is, if you don't have a track record, they've never seen you around, how are you going to have trust? It's all about trust. Would you give somebody $100,000? It's all about trust. You have to build trust. You got to build your name. I don't do business for everybody. I turn down money. Because people with money have real basic demands. I don't work for anybody. I work for God. That's my boss. And nobody else is my boss, except for my wife. You know, I take the trash out. I walk my dogs. You know, I can't leave any dishes in the sink. That's a no-no. So well, this is one of the assets we did. I got into Journal of Construction because most contractors are awful. Right? Most of them can't trust plumbers, electricians. They'll take you for what you know if you don't know your stuff. You got to know a copy of projects. You have to know about plumbing, electrical, roofing, cost of material, cost of labor. You have to know these things. Because if you don't, an average job that's supposed to cost you $25,000, $30,000 will cost $30,000, $35,000, $40,000. If it was supposed to take 6 weeks, 10, 12, 15. Then the contractors will take up the job. So they do the real job, but they're taking his job too. Oh, now they're going to Wednesday. And they'll be doing his job. But he got your money. You call me in and pay your money back. That's why I became my own contractor, because I got tired of doing that. So I educated myself about electrical. I educated myself about plumbing, roofing. Home Depot has so many books on construction, on electrical, on plumbing. $15. They got illustrations. I mean, you can put it out there. Seriously, there's only 3 wires. But people are scared to speak of what they don't know. Pick up a book. Look at the pictures years old sitting in this room, still talking about, damn, I wish I would execute. It's all about execution. Tomorrow ain't promised. I'm not perfect. I don't know everything. I know what I know. So I'm going to come here to share and give you some resources, give you some tools, give you some inspiration. Hey, if it works, it works. But when y'all leave this room, what y'all do later this afternoon, tomorrow, it's up to you. But here's what I would recommend. How many people got Craigslist accounts? How many got? Get 10 more. Get 20. Set up a Craigslist account. It's free. Go to Craigslist.com. Set up 10 for a Craigslist account. He's talking about finding cash buyers. How you find cash buyers? Create Craigslist accounts. That you can do tonight for free. You ain't got to pay for nothing. Just got to execute and use your time. It's all about time. You got the same time I got. It's what you decide to do with your time to be. Craigslist is free. How many of you guys got LinkedIn accounts? You guys got professional photos on there? Or is your photo from high school? You know? Is it from the Christmas party? Yells out. Asset manager banks, when you deal with these guys, $15, $20, $30 million, they don't want to see that. But it sounds like you're dealing with the asset manager. It sounds like you're dealing with the bank. Change your profile. Change your image. Change your mind. Go big. Don't worry about that one. Think big all the time. Because the small stuff will come automatically. But you got to get out there, meet the right folks, and get rid of people that are wasting your energy. They're wasting your time. So take a piece of paper, put yourself in the middle, and go out and say, okay, here's Bobby, here's Stacy, here's Mom, Dad, sisters. Start crossing these people out. Seriously. Get rid of them. If they're not positive, and they're not going to support you for your dreams, they're not going to support you for your entrepreneurship, and they don't believe in you, why have that? What? They want to come borrow money? Yeah. Pay my electrical bill? Hey, you want bad bill. But you guys got to get rid of these people. So that's like 3 things you guys can do today. But it has to start. It's got to start from here. If you really, really want success, okay, ain't no secrets. You got to do it. Just start inch by inch. Anything's a cinch. Yard by yard, it's so hard. That's what I'm talking about. I was like, what the hell does that mean? He said, inch, long as you take it inch by inch going forward, you're making progress. But if I try to jump all the time, I'm going to miss some steps. It's going to cost me money. Somebody will be like, damn, I didn't do that right. Then go back and do it. So you got to be methodical, but make progress. Inch by inch, anything is a cinch. Yard by yard, it's so hard. You can't go from 1 to 10. You got to go 1, 2, 3, 4, step-by-step processes. And once you understand it, then you're like, oh, see, it's like riding a bike. All you guys, I'm sure, got a bike at one time. You fell off, got back home, fell off. Next you know, you're about to take on with a big ball in your hand. Right? So it works. It's how you control your brain. So this is one of our tips that we did. So you're going to learn, and the reason I joined RENATUS is because this is what I do. And I was trying to create my own college course curriculum. I invested close to $20,000 in creating using Blackboard. How many of you guys know Blackboard? Blackboard? So Blackboard is a university-based education system that these universities are using for their kids. So I was going to create the same exact model, but then I was like, wait a minute, this already exists. So time, value of money, speed of implementation. I said, well, let me just focus on this. I can still do what I do. I just represent that. It's still real estate, it's still real estate 101, taxes, legal 101, legal 102. You're going to learn all these things in the essential program. And then you learn some of these other things in the larger program. It just depends where everybody is in their life. You don't know anything about wholesaling, so you 101 is good for you. You got to start from somewhere, learning ABCs. He wants to invest in the fund. He's got money. He wants to make his money work. He wants to make his money work. Everybody's at a different place. Right? So you're going to learn these things. But the key is, this is learn as you go. So you can learn it, but also market the program at the same time and make money. You make that money to do a wholesale deal, do a flip. You can make money in this and use that money to go, well, we have a problem. Use the money for marketing. How many of you guys got virtual assistants, VAs? So how does the VA work for you? What does it do? Everything that you don't want to do. How much you pay your VA? $3,000. How much you pay your VA back there?
Just paying like $5 an hour.
What does your VA do?
Most of my data entry work.
Data entry work. Now, you satisfied with your guy?
Very much so.
Okay. So resources. Old desk. Write this down. Old desk. D-E-S-K. Old desk. This company's been around for years. They've done, they close to $900 million worth of contracts worldwide. They have to get Filipinos, people in Bangladesh, but these are very, very intelligent people. You can qualify and you can vet who you want on your team. So what I do, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to tell you is what I do. So you guys can do the same thing. There ain't no secrets. I don't have any secrets, I just do it. Is I look at people that speak good English, like great English, top 1%. I look at their spelling skills. Okay? I look and see how long they've been on old desk. So I look for somebody that's done at least 5,000 hours or more. So I vet them down. Then, if he's got a certain skill, like, let's say you just want somebody to enter in a business card, data entry. Right? You hire somebody that's been doing data entry, that's a specialist. You pay them, you get it done, move on. Right? The thing you guys got to realize, the way money is created, it's not created through real estate. It's created through the database and the relationship. That's how money is created. Through your database and your relationship. If you got 500 business cards, and if you're not using those 500 business cards to market to them, to let them know what you're doing, who you are, what you're doing now, right? You got to engage with your database. And the money will come once you get the deal. Because they know you're serious. They're seeing your stuff going around. Okay, the money's in the database. The cleaner your database is, it's organized, it's segmented. So I have my cash buyers, I got my lawyers, I got my contractors, my plumbers, my electricians. So you have to have it segmented. So when something happens, you know exactly where to go. Okay, you got to have systems. You got to have people.